All right, we're gonna try to make this sorghum seeding day. We got 4/10 of an inch of rain. Actually 0.39 by the gauge, but close enough. Sorghum field, I mean, they're still dry underneath. When I run a disc through it, it's gonna mix the wet stuff on top with the dry stuff underneath. I gotta go get rid of them, and then I take that bale spear off. I'm gonna go get rid of them, and I'm gonna run through there quick and pick up a couple of known disc killers that I pitched out of there, and then I'm gonna run that, put the John Deere disc on a 4230, run through it once, put the fertilizer on, run through it again, see what I got to pick for rocks after that. I don't know, I'm probably gonna end up disking it 3 times with that, 3 times with the small disc, lighter disc, and then we'll go to planting. All right, well, we had 0.39 inches of rain last night, and me and Maddie ran around in here and picked up the disc killer rocks, and then it started raining, which I can't complain about. But we got another 0.27, so we're at 0.66 total, 2/3 of an inch since yesterday afternoon late. So I just came out here and kicked down. It's dust dry 2 inches down here. Here's my latest thought. Now, it's supposed to rain a bunch tonight, and it's supposed to rain a bunch tomorrow, and I would really like this seed in the ground. We're gonna see here if this is a mistake to pull this disc through this or not. I'm gonna guess I'm just gonna flop the dusty stuff up and everything will blend together and I'll be okay. But when I seeded millet in here 2 years ago, I broadcast it. I got a little less than 5 acres here, and I got 250 pounds of sorghum seed. I'll set it light and go both directions. I mean, it worked fine. I spread it on, disked up kind of fluffy, spread it on, rolled it in. Millet grew beautifully. If they're right about this rain, it's going to get washed in. If I don't get it today, I'm probably looking at, I don't know, they got rain all next week. We might be in the monsoon season now. I don't know what this is. They could be completely wrong too, and we go back to continuing drought. But I want this sorghum on here with the water, so we're gonna try disking. Might as well keep you guys around until we'll try the B3. That might be fast. Probably gonna gum up the tires. Oh yeah, this will be no problem once I get off the rough stuff. Heck yeah, we're turning up dust. All right, well, I'm gonna run this thing. I'll bring you back after a while. We're doing something else. Okay, disked once, not too shabby. You know it's dry after you get 6/10 of an inch of rain, 2/3 of an inch of rain, and you're still making dust. But we're gonna throw the fertilizer on here. Bring it back, show you that. Okay, so many times I've put, measured pounds on measured acres, and I've got really good at guessing with this thing. If you follow the rate chart, yeah, not so much as you think. This is a, I don't know, basically for the food plot guys from L&M Supply here in town. The closest place I get a buggy is an hour drive away. An hour drive at highway speed in a pickup truck. Not towing speed of a spreader buggy back here. But it works. I mean, it's going to be a few refills here. That's don't know if I said or not. It's about 600 pounds with a heap on it like that. So to get to where I want it, it's going to be about 3 of them. So we're going to go around the outside, do the strip, finish the little thing there, and then we'll come back and square this end off. And then on the next load I can have all straight runs back and forth. I get my power on and reach over the back to open my lever to about 5 holes for what we're trying to go for here. So if I get a chance, I'll turn you back on when we're spreading, but this is one of these need 3 hands jobs. All right, this is what we get the ground speed. I doubt you can see little fertilizer pellets flying, but no GPS guidance here, I hate to say. A few bumps going this way yet, but this is the second spreader. First one that started sprinkling on me, but by the time I reloaded this one, it quit. And it'll probably start back up, I don't know. But just a little thing going through, and then maybe I got time. Got plenty of excess fertilizer that's supposed to go on other things here, but so if I go a little heavy, we've got a little extra. I'd rather put it on here and end up a little short on yonder hayfield, but yeah, we got bumps yet. We'll see by my calculation, but I should be in the neighborhood of 320 pounds an acre here with this blend. It's supposed to be 300 with this blend. That's being that I'm probably only going to get 1 cut off of this because it's going in late. Can't ever manage to get my sorghum in early enough to try to do 2 cuts. Last year was too wet, this year was too dry. If there's a little extra nitrogen out here, it's certainly not the end of the world. It'll use it. It's not like an extra 20 or 30 pounds an acre of fertilizer is going to make a huge difference. Alright, well, I don't know what kind of video quality this is going to be with this tractor at PTO speed and me yelling at the camera here. Probably all seasick from watching this anyway. We'll bring you back to the next thing. Well, there's 150 pounds of nice Sorghum Sudan hybrid. Sweet thing BMR. So I'm gonna go do the strip and the little odd back piece, and then I am going to start working the other piece. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna be, this is going over 50 pounds an acre, so broadcasting and rolling it in may not be the greatest way to do it, but I am running out of time. Got a little lighter. Had to stop and wait for it to rain again at the last spreader of fertilizer, so we'll go put this on. I'll be a little cautious on that side, and then the big square part of the field. I'm hoping I can double cover it. We'll see what I'm getting for. I'm just gonna have to wing this. I did a real nice job 2 years ago with the millet, so we'll give it a try. I'll let you know how it's going. This is the most nerve-wracking thing, broadcasting something you never spread before and guessing. There's a rate chart for Sudan grass for this thing. I wouldn't trust it for a second. You probably can't see it falling out of there anyway. I don't know, it's tough to say. If I run out, I got a lot of oats. I'll hook up the drill quick and hit it with oats. This is getting a slight double coverage right here, but that's the whole idea. I'll just get this out of the way, and then what I got left for seed, I'll work out on the rest of it. As I said, if I can get it semi-even on here, it's going to be over 50 pounds to the acre, because I'm a little under 5 acres here, so we shall see. Well, I guess we should count the sorghums per square foot, huh? It ain't bad. I figured I'd have a good rate going and maybe just have a little bit extra at the end, which is what I did. I just had enough to run down the acute angles, like down there, the over the 90-degree corners and back here, but I went about, well, you can sort of see the tracks. This is a bad spot because this is where I jogged over every time. But there's a rock. I'm gonna have to come pick more rocks than I want to pick, but I think I'll roll it first. And I should almost drag this, but I'm afraid of making a mess. Yeah, I'm only about 10 feet apart with the... So what I was kind of doing was looking where I could see seed and run on the end of that, figuring I'd overlap back to the... You know, the tractor tire was on seed. It's really tough to see where this stuff lands. Fertilizer's easy, especially when it's white. Millet seed was easier than this, and it's smaller. Stuff's invisible, but I got good overlap on it, and I had just a little bit left at the end to run over a couple of those corners that I thought might have been a little on the light side. So there's 250 pounds fairly evenly distributed on this, so I'm gonna go to rolling, and I'll take you along for a little ride on a 50 when I get going. Tough to tell where I am sometimes. Tire tracks in here from the 2520, putting the seed on. There's a few rocks I'm going to have to run out here and pick up. I'll run out here with the loader, I guess, and get them later. I don't know, they say I got till 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight before it rains, but I have my doubts, I don't know. Feels awful rainy. I expect to start, I mean, that's not terrible dark over there, but to get this rolled, I'm not trusting it. I'll tell you what, the best thing that could happen for me is a good quick downpour, not where it starts washing stuff off, but where it moves some of this dirt around, because the seed is disappearing into the ground fairly decently, but the more that goes, the better. So a quick downpour to move this dirt around and probably help with the seed contact. Too much would be bad because it'd start going away. Planted some ditches one time. There's another rock that's got to go. Planted some ditches at my dad's years ago. I don't know, I was young. Just before the 4th of July. On the morning of the 4th of July, we had a downpour and hail like you couldn't believe. We had seeded and mulched all those ditches. Everything ended up down at the culvert. There was nothing left. We had to start over. Well, going all right. It's not going to be the smoothest field on the planet, but as long as this sorghum all sprouts, or a good percentage of it sprouts, should make enough feed. Well, there we go. We went around about a round on the 50 on this piece. I rolled the strip and I rolled the back piece already, so we'll just keep going here. There's still a few lilacs, not many. They're going away, but just a few. So I got rained on 3 times rolling that. I don't know, it looks like the seed got in there pretty good. I'm gambling on all this rain that they're saying we're gonna get, because if without that seed being down in there very far, it needs to get going and get rooted. But enough rain we had, I disked that in. That's about the first time I've probably ever disked anything and put more moisture underneath than I took off the top, because as damp as it is today, nothing evaporated. I had to switch tractors too. The 50 started running rough, missing on one cylinder, and I got down and messed with the sediment bowl and stuff. I don't think that's it. Might have a bad plug even, I don't know. But I grabbed the 2520, yanked the loader off, and I finished it with that. But okay, there we go. There's our panic sorghum planting video. Hope you liked it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead, and we'll see you next time.